Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lisa with Mimi's DIY Journey. So last video we made this journal cover together using an Amazon bubble miller. Um, Sorry about that. So I went ahead and I made the second one because I cut it in half and I made two journals out of it. So I made this one off camera. And that is what this one looks like. And that is going to be for the Meadow Bloom digitals from Silver and Sparkles. So I'll leave a link to her channel and her Etsy shop as well, where you can go over and check out her digitals that she has. She has a lot that it's hard to choose from one, but so on this one, I went ahead. This is the vintage green wallpapers digitals, and I did go ahead and I printed out a second copy because I am going to use the second copy to make ephemera out of to put inside this journal. So I have one copy that I used for pages in the journal. I added in some coffee dyed paper, and then this is the Quick Reference Handbook of Basic Knowledge. It was a big, huge, thick book that belonged to my dad. So I thought it'd be pretty cool to add those in here as well. So I have all my papers cut down, which is basically just trimmed off the white edges here on the papers. And I have them folded for this one and put in the order that I want them in. So we'll sew these in together. But I thought that I would show you on the other one on how I fold my papers and put them together. There's really no right or wrong on how you put your papers in. It's just whatever makes you happy. So there's no special formula. Now this one, I did the same method of, covering this bubble miller up as I did on that one. And this one though, I ended up using two, like I put a white piece of paper over both sides because I think this side I put the bubbles on the inside, but it was the blue from the other side was still showing through. It might have been on the flower side. Anyways, so I took the bubble miller, glued a white piece of paper on both sides to hide the colors. This was the topper that I already had put together, and then I just added the little gem here. So for this one, now I was going to add 25 pages into this, but I feel like that's going to be too much. So for each of them, I have 20 pages that I'm going to sew in. So on this digital kit, it comes with 18 pages. So I picked 10 of the pages that I wanted to go into the book, sewn into the book, and then these 8 here I kept to the side, and I am going to make ephemera out of these as well. So I just have those set to the side. Now this kit does come with some ephemera as well, so you can use all of the digitals, of course. There again, it's whatever makes you happy. So if you want to use all the pages, like sew them into the journal, because this one here does come with ephemera. So, I mean, unless you just really like making your own. I'm not real good at coming up with my own ideas on ephemera. And so this is to get me out of my box and challenge me a little bit. So all I do is start with my pages, and I fold them. Let's move those to the side. I fold them one at a time. I've seen some people just put them together and fold them all together. That's a little difficult for me to do. And then these, since these are printed on both sides, I am going to go ahead and fold these like one this way, and then this one I'll fold with this side up. I don't always do that, and I don't always print on both sides of my paper too. Sometimes I just leave the digital on one-sided and then white on this side, and that way it's a little more writing space. But this print that's on this side it's light enough that you can write over it, or we can add like plain paper in a decorative way so that we can add more writing, like cover this a little bit and still have some writing space. I hope that makes sense. So I picked 10 of the digitals. I don't know if I said that I wanted to fold and sew into the journal. And then I have 10 of the random pages. So it's 5 of the printed and then 5 of the coffee dyed. And that way I can alternate them, and I won't have like two of the digitals put together. I won't have 2 of these put together. So this is what I do, because I am not good at folding them when they're all together. Oh, that one I had folded previously to check the size of my journal. Okay, so then I will separate my pages into like piles. So I have the digitals, the printed page from the book, and then my, and then I always try to make the center cover, like a plain page like this. And that is so that, we can do like a collage in the center, or we can just decorate it all up. Instead, then I just start putting them together like this. I don't worry about where I want them. At this point, I just put them together. And then you can decide, like with this page being smaller, do you want it centered? Do you want all of them like towards the bottom? And there again, there's no wrong or right on how you do it. I've done it both ways. So I think on the green one there, I have the smaller pages centered to the bigger pages. Excuse me. Uh-oh. What did I do? Oh, I know what I did. Oh, what a goofball. Okay. So, it's supposed to be a digital on every other one. It's okay. I was like, wait a minute, what on earth did I do? And that way, like if you're doing, painting in your journal or, some kind of mixed media, you've got pages in between that where the thickness from the paint and stuff, you'll have some. Yeah, I think you guys know where I'm going. Okay, so now I just want to decide, is this the page that I want to start the journal with? And I don't think it is. Because that is one of my favorites. So let's see. Oh, I like that one too. That one might be a good one to start with. But so that, because it has some room up here that we can do something with. All of these pages are just so pretty. No, I like the green one. I mean, I like them all, don't get me wrong. But I think I'm going to start the front with that. So this is where you can decide, do you want all of them to be, if I can get it here, even at the bottom, push down, or if you want to go through and make this page in the center of the bigger ones. And like I said, I've done it both ways. So the other one I've got centered, I believe I already said that. So I think this one I'll make even at the bottom. I was just wondering if I want this torn edge here at the bottom or the top. I don't think it's going to matter. So let's see if I can get those all pushed down like that. Don't bend it. Not that we can't fix it, but okay. I think all these pushed even at the bottom. We do have the torn edge down here, so it's not quite even, which is just fine with me. I like torn, tattered, distressed. All right, that's good. All right, so I am going to set this aside now that we folded those pages together, because this one I will, I'm not going to do both on camera because I don't want to bore you guys. So one I'll do off camera, but I will share what I do, and then the other one we'll do on camera together. So with this one, like I said, I have these centered. I am going to get my awl, my needle, and the thread that I want to use. Now I use crochet thread is what I use. I do have some of that bookbinding thread, which is kind of waxy, but I do not like it. So I stick with that. I stick with what I like. So of course you stick with what you like as well. So then I'm just going to make sure that my pages are where I want them. Kind of centered the best of my ability here. And then find my center, hopefully without messing anything up. Oh, so on this one, I did not leave a blank page in the center. I put the pretty green one because I thought that'll be kind of cool to do something with. So then I'm just going to take my awl and I'm going to poke the first hole through all of this and probably struggle. I'm going to do the center hole in the center to the best of my ability. It does not have to be perfect. Okay. And then I will go to the top and I will come down probably about an inch here and make sure my pages are pushed in, which I just pushed them in with the awl. So, and then I'll poke a hole in the top here. And then I will go to the bottom. Same thing, come in about an inch. And push that through. Oh my goodness. Okay, I hope that's going to be good enough. We're going to see. I might struggle on this. Okay, so my thread, I always do 3 times the length of the book. That leaves me extra thread, depending on, like if I want to tie it on the outside, then I can have some danglies. I can add some beads to it, or I can leave it on the inside and they can hang out the bottom. I wish I had one to show you, and put some beads on that. Either way, there, it doesn't matter. So if you want it to tie on the inside, you're going to start from the inside. If you want your tie to be on the outside, then you start from the outside. I want these to be on the inside. So you just start through the middle hole and push that through. Maybe. Okay. Pull your thread. Now on the inside though, you're going to want to leave a tail here. And then it doesn't matter if you go top or bottom hole. I left my awl in the bottom to keep the pages together. Oh. So I am just going to go through the top. There we go. All right, so then from here, we are going to go to the very bottom one. So take that out. So we'll just go to the bottom hole. Take it all the way through. Maybe. Okay. And now we're going to go back through the center. So when you are doing this, and you come through, if by chance, get that through there. There we go. If by chance your needle runs through this other one sticking through, it's an easy fix. It really is. I don't think I got mine, but you just, this is the one you ran through it, so then you just pull it back out through. No, I don't think so. So, well, I lost my little microphone. Surprised I actually remembered to use it. So then you want to pull this snug, but not too tight, because you will rip your pages. And I just do a flip test, make sure that pops, and then I check the back side here. So that's a little loose back here. So I did get my, no I didn't. Okay. Alright, I think we're good. Yeah, it's pretty tight. And then I always tie 3 knots. So I go right over left, left over right, and right over left again. And then I will trim these off to be the same size, but I'm not going to cut them down yet because I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I don't know if I'm going to add beads and let it dangle. I might cut them off. It goes this way. And so for right now, I will just leave them be. So, and then we can take our little bone folder. You can use a ruler. You can really even just use the palm of your hand, but you want to go through and kind of train your pages. You can do every one. You could skip a few. But just kind of press them down. Make sure that they're gonna fold out right. Excuse me. That. There we go. All right. So then that makes our little journal. And we've got our tie here. Tie it in a bow. You can tie it in a loose knot. However you want to do it. Like that. And we are ready to embellish. So I will come up with something. We'll do the first page here. Maybe this page? I don't know. I'll come up with something and we'll do some embellishment together. Actually, let's do the front cover. So I will be right back. Okay, so my camera might die, so I might have to change the battery in it. But I think what I'm going to do is I want to cover, excuse me, this front part. So I was going to use a piece of this brown craft paper here. So I'm going to set that aside. And I dug out all my green fabric squares that I had. I get these from Amazon. Pretty sure I got these from Amazon. Might have been Temu. Anyways, so I was thinking of doing like a pocket here with the fabric. Goodness. And before I overthink it, I'm going to go ahead and glue it down, because that's a lot of my problem. I overthink everything. So I am using the Beacons Fabri-Tac glue, and I just have it in a Sugar Bell bottle. Get that off of there. So just putting it in an L shaped, and then I am going to take and lay it from this corner to this corner. There we go. And then smooth it down. Get the glue off my mat. Alright, now we can turn it over and trim off the excess. Yeah, it's good enough. It does not have to be perfect. Oops. The scissors are that sharp. Okay, so let's go ahead and trim off this little tiny... I really wasn't trying to cut into the paper, but I did. It'll be alright though. Okay. So then that'll make a cute little pocket, I think, anyways. Yeah, it'll be cute. Okay, what else can we do? What else? So I have this. Which will be really pretty. Yep, I like it. I do have this. We took the old truck out yesterday driving around. 4th of July. Oh yeah, I hope everybody had a good 4th of July. Ours was pretty good. But we went driving around, and I told him, I was like, you're going to have to take me to a flea market. So he did. And then I found a bunch of lace. Let's see. That one, I think, yeah, it's about the same size. But yeah, found some with peach. It's really pretty. One of the colors I don't have. Okay, so what if maybe that we use the same one that we used on the that would be pretty. But we could also take this and kind of bunch it up and glue it down. Never tried that before, so not sure how well I could get that, but we could try. Kind of bunch it as we go. I could sew it as we could try that. I figure the worst comes to worst, I mess it up, I start over. I mean, not a big deal, right? Okay, so let's put, maybe I shouldn't have put it all the way down to start. Oops. Okay. Kind of push it a little bit. And keep it straight the best that we can. Okay. Kinda. Not exactly what I had in my brain, but it'll work, I think, I hope. Yeah. I kind of liked it, but what did I do with my scissors? Right there. Okay, so turn that off. Wish we didn't have to. We can leave it hang out the side of the book. Okay. Alright, so I want a focal point right here. So I'll figure out what I want to do there. And then I'm going to use some of the other digital prints and we'll make a tag to put in here. So give me just a moment and I'll figure out the focal point. Okay, so I found this little sentiment, whatever you want to call it. It says bloom where you are planted. I thought it was perfect. So then another piece of the ribbon that is actually on the front of the cover. And then I got some thread. And that's all I come up with. So I am just going to put just a little bit of glue down to kind of hold the thread. Just a little bit. Because once we glue everything else down, it'll kind of hold. Ah, come on. Let's stick with my fingers. Okay. Put some glue on here. Well, come on, get straight. It's just fighting me because of the where the lace isn't straight. Oh, I should have, distressed that. How's that? I put my microphone on. Okay. All right. I think that is good. So then, let's see which one of these beautiful papers do we want to make a tag out of. I like that one. Could add some pink in there. Oh yeah. I think that's what we're going to do. Okay. Add just a little bit of color. Okay, so I printed these out on regular paper. So I'm going to begin by gluing this to a piece of cardstock. And yes, I could have saved some material if I had just printed it on cardstock, but I didn't know exactly what I would be doing with them. So I am going to use my glue stick. And I'm going to make sure that I get plenty of glue on this, because I do not want it filling back up. And I don't know how well this glue is going to work. Okay. So alright, I'm just going to take it over to my cutter and I'm going to cut the white edges off. So give me just a moment on that. Alright, check my edges here. Okay. Should probably put my cap back on. Alright, so I got all the other ones. We've done pretty good, I think. So what do we got? Where's my regular rule at? Do 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 do. Almost 8 inches. So we can guess. That's okay. Very good. Alright, so then about this much. Probably should have just cut it. Let me trim it. I mean, I like the torn edge, but I don't like this side being torn and this side being straight. So we'll just make it straight. Okay, let's make it a little bit shorter. Make it a little bit shorter. Hopefully I don't have it crooked. Alright, that's good. I think so anyways. So, actually, let's go ahead and, yes, we'll cut the corners here. And hopefully not cut our fingers. Okay. And then, oh, I know what we can do. We can use this little nifty thing. We're going to round these down here, though. Maybe. Well, those little curved edges. Oh, looky there. And we'll just use the glue stick there. Sorry. Okay. I like that. Keep my glue stick away from my computer. It gets warm. It's gonna melt it. Alright, now a little oh, there it is. Or what do we want to do? Do we want to punch a hole? Let's not punch a hole yet, because we might staple. Okay. Oh, I'm a goofball. There it is. Okay. So, where do we want to go? Oh, let's not tear that up. I want to go up the side. Now, let's go along the bottom if we do this. Which I think that's backwards. So, there's that. Nope, I had it right. Okay. Alright, and then, let's see. Got some pretty flower stickers here that I got off of Amazon. I mean, we don't have to stick to just green. Let's see. Somewhere in this mess, I have those flowers. I have butterflies as well. And those are cute fancy butterflies. They're sparkly. Put that down. And I have these butterflies. Those might not look bad. Okay, so we'll keep those out. And then I have those. And I have some little wooden butterflies. So let's pick our flower first, because I definitely want to put a flower on this. So you want pink? I don't think so. I don't think pink's bright enough. Or, yeah, you know what I mean. It's not going to show up well enough. Okay. Shoot, I don't think I have any more of these empty. I'm going to have to get some more of these. I love stickers. I can't be alone. I go nuts over stickers. Of course, my husband thinks I'm a nut. But as tall as this is, well, there is some, like, well, it's pinky peach. I don't think these will show up well enough. I think I have a school box somewhere that I can put these in. Come on out here, little flowers. Okay. Oops. Yeah, see, that just is not going to show up. I don't care if they get mixed up. they're all going to go in the same envelope or box. Yeah, I don't like those either. I mean, I like them. I just don't like them for this project. So let me put these away real quick, and then we'll figure out something else to do with this. Okay, I could not decide on a flower. Like, none of them were good enough. So I am going to take and add some stamping to this. I like it. Okay, a little bit more over here. There we go. I like that. Okay. All right. These I'm pretty sure I got from Temu, but cannot remember. And then I did find this little flower that I thought might be cute, but I don't know. So, and then I found these, but let's see what we can find in here. There has got to be a butterfly that we like in here. So, or, whoo, come here, little birdie. There's a hummingbird. I love hummingbirds. Like that. How about a hummingbird and a butterfly? I do like this dark one. I like that orange one too. Okay, I think that's good. And that matches in. Oh, that's not a hummingbird. This is a hummingbird. But that one matches in too well, unless I put backing on it. Okay, I like that. No, we're going to go that way. Okay, so put these back in here. And get a little thingy here. So we'll start with this one on the side. Okay. So if you have hung out with me this far, I want to say thank you. I really, really, really do appreciate it. I'm glad that you are here spending a little bit of your Saturday with me. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so. That is the best way to support my content. Don't forget to hit the notification bell and select all so that you don't miss any future content from me. I do try to keep my videos short, but these last couple ones just, it's not going that way, is it? Yeah, that looks good. I like that. But maybe I'll have to think what I want to do next in this journal. But I might do alter some index cards or some playing cards or something. Okay, there's that. And then, yeah, we are going to do the lace at the bottom. I was going to let it hang off, but then I thought, well, putting the bookmark down in that little pocket may not work out very well. So let's put a little bit of glue underneath these little flowers here. Oh, I did distress when I was looking for stuff. I did distress the edges of this tag with Distress ink, the walnut stain, because that is my favorite. So we are going to trim these little butterflies off, trim that fabric just a little bit. Okay, there we go. And now let's get some ribbon. Do we want to use pink? Or orange? Or blue? Or what do we want to do? Let's see, I've got some blue here. This is seam binding. That I dyed. That's peachy. So let's try the blue. Blue might bring out the blue in the bird, is what I was thinking. Yep, I like that. Keep it a little long. We can always trim it down. Now find my stapler. Oh, right here. And I am just going to staple this on. And then we'll find a cute little button to put over that staple. Okay, so do we want that one? Or do we want... Uh-oh. We want another staple in there is what we want. There we go. Or this one. That one. That is the one we are going with. Okay. I should put some string in my button, but too late now. It's okay. Don't have to. All right. Add the little button there. Put that one back. Move this mess. That. And then let's grab our journal here. Oh, here it is. I was like, what did I do with it? Let's distress this part. Yeah. Okay, so we will glue this down. Make sure we get the edges and the corners really good. Okay. That's good. Then we will just glue those right down on here. Okay. I think that's good. And we can even put something back here, like maybe a sentiment or something, some words. Okay, and then we will take our cute little tag that we made and we will slide that right down in there. And then, it might look funny right now, but those are sticking out. But once we get other stuff in there, I think it'll probably blend right in. Oh, we got another little piece here. We need to glue down. I'm actually going to pop it up. I didn't want to get glue on here. Okay. Let me just check. Oh, here's another little spot. Okay. Well, another little spot. And this is art glitter glue. And I just found these little bottles on Amazon that I can put it in. Okay, there we go. Make sure we have that sticker down good. Okay. All right. Well, I hope you guys like what I did today. And I hope you guys have a good week. We are taking off tomorrow, go camping for a few days. Woohoo! I'm excited. I'm going down south and hopefully hitting some caves. So, hopefully it is going to be fun. I hope it doesn't rain the whole time. Oh, just real quick. This is the leftover that I glued to the cardstock. I will keep this because we will maybe use this later. So keep all your scraps during this process. So again, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. I hope you have a great week and I will talk to you again soon. Bye.